Are you looking to become a front-end web developer but don't know where to start? Then you need to watch this video till the very end. Why? Because I'll be covering a full front-end web developer roadmap you can follow to start your journey as a front-end web developer. Welcome to my channel and let's begin. A front-end web developer is a developer responsible of creating user-friendly and appealing websites that work properly, which allow the user or the client to interact with. This is a basic definition of what is a front-end web developer. But now we will dive in on how to start this amazing journey. First, you need to have a solid background on the internet. You need to know what is the internet, which is a network of networks, and a network is a connection between two or more devices. But how those devices speak to each other? Well, using TCP/IP. TCP or Transmission Control Protocol transforms data into smaller packets containing information such as the source IP, the destination, and a piece of data. IP or Internet Protocol acts as an identifier for every device connected to the internet. It allows routing the data packets to their correct destination. Also, you need to know what is DNS or Domain Name System, which converts domain names that we know like google.com to IP addresses. Not to forget HTTP and HTTPS. Those two are both languages that is spoken by your browser and your server, which allows them to communicate with each other. The main difference is that HTTPS enables secure communication using SSL, now known as TLS or Transport Layer Security. They might seem dense, but always start small and build from there. A web developer needs to know these three main languages: HTML, CSS, JavaScript. HTML or Hypertext Markup Language is used to build the structure of a web page. It uses tags to define elements such as paragraphs, lists, tables, sections, and so on. CSS or Cascading Style Sheet is used to style a website, add a font color, resize an image, change the position of an element, or change the display of the website. JavaScript is a scripting language used to make websites more interactive. Let us say you click on the subscribe button below this video. You'll see an amazing animation. This is JavaScript. Those three languages are a must if you want to become a front-end web developer. How to start? I recommend visiting websites like W3 Schools, freecodecamp.org, Codecademy, javascripttutorial.net, or go on YouTube and visit channels like Free Code Camp and learn whatever you want, including HTML, CSS, and JS. Next, familiarize yourself with version control systems like Git. Version control helps developers manage and stay updated on the changes made to their code base. It also enables developers to work together on a single code base without any problem. Also, VCS backs up your code in case anything catastrophic happens. Version controls are very important, and I mentioned Git earlier, which is the most popular version control system. Visit their website and read their documentation, or go on YouTube and learn how to use Git. Next, package managers. The most popular package managers are NPM and Yarn. These are software tools or systems that facilitate the installation and management of packages, libraries, and modules within your software project. For example, let us say you're developing a web application using React, and you realize that you need a library called React Router for handling routing in your application. Instead of creating a React router from scratch, a package manager can install this library for you with a single command. Package managers also maintain a record of your project's dependencies or packages. This record typically is a JSON file for NPM and yarn.log file for Yarn. This ensures that everyone working on the same project uses these same versions of these packages. Next, CSS preprocessors and frameworks. CSS preprocessors are way better than CSS, which is considered kind of old. Sass and Stylus are the most common ones out there. These preprocessors offer more features in styling web application. They allow you to use variables, conditional statements, functions, mathematical operations, and much more. However, CSS preprocessors are usually unreadable by browsers. That is why after writing Sass or Stylus, they'll compile your code to CSS language and deploy your application. Like this, the browser is able to render your web page styling. Not to forget, you can use CSS frameworks like Tailwind CSS that offers you features that were already created by developers and graphic designers that you can use in your application. JavaScript frameworks. Frameworks such as React, Angular, and Vue are an essential part in your front-end web development. They provide you with tools you can use to build interactive and scalable web applications. You can use frameworks to reuse pre-built user interface and add them in your project. React also allows developers to create large web applications that can change data without reloading the page. Remember this, you'll have a higher chance of being hired in a company if you know JavaScript frameworks such as React, Angular, or Vue, because frameworks are a game changer when it comes to front-end web development. Learn about client-side rendering and server-side rendering. Client-side rendering is where the browser of the user renders the page, so it receives the HTML and the assets needed to load the initial page, and as the user scrolls through the page, the browser generates the rest of the page. This is called progressive loading. However, server-side rendering is where web pages are primarily generated and rendered on the server before being sent on the client's web browser. This approach is more SEO friendly since search engines can process the fully rendered HTML, and the initial load time is faster than CSR, especially on occasions like the user has slow connection or device. Now, which approach to take? Well, it all depends on your project, and only you will know what's best for it. I can't forget about Typescript. Typescript is a superset of JavaScript. It was developed by Microsoft, and one of its most important features is static typing. JavaScript is dynamically typed, which means the type of the variable is decided by the compiler or interpreter during runtime based on the value. This is the problem that TypeScript fixed, alongside some other features like code annotation using decorators and better readability. Now, because you stayed with me till the end, I want to offer you this bonus tip. Go visit this website. The roadmap I offered is a simple version compared to what is offered in this website. Remember, there's no such thing as the perfect roadmap, and becoming a front-end web developer takes time and effort. If you don't like this roadmap or the roadmap offered in the website, make sure to build your own roadmap, making sure that you cover all the important components that will allow you to become a great front-end web developer. And this is the end. Before you go, I invite you to go to the description and check out the links to my videos that I suggest you to watch, like learning HTML and CSS, or how HTTP and HTTPS work, or how search engines work as well as SEO. Other than that, click on any of these videos that will pop up on the screen. Now don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next one.